crowds at Oracle Arena look to cheer on the hometown Warriors. With Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, Kevin Harlan. And joining us tonight, a man who once said he will never write another traditional sports column. Please don't say that. So, Bill Simmons, don't say that.
Well, now you just have to tweet. You need 280 characters, and you can pretend you're a writer.
What do you think of social media?
I actually think for basketball, it's been a huge advantage. And it hasn't been a huge advantage for a lot of other things, but I think it's made basketball a lot more fun. I do worry, though, sometimes that people are just watching their Twitter feed over the games. I still think there's an advantage for people who actually are watching what's going on versus watching people's reactions to what's going on.
Interesting. Last game for the Warriors, the loss to the Timberwolves in Minnesota. And they took that loss to just 1 point. Those close ones hurt the most.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one. And probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
Well, it's just a reminder that nothing comes easy in the NBA. I don't care who you're facing. You're not going to win if you're not at your best.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. Walker and Batum are the guard pair. Williams is down low with Zeller. And it's Bridges in at the 3 slot. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for Golden State. The chemistry of this Warriors team so special, Bill. Klay Thompson's unselfishness and the fact that he just lets the game come to him, a big part of that.
Super unselfish, doesn't care about his shots. A beloved teammate by all counts. He's the guy that all the other guys mentioned first when they talk about, hey, what warrior, ... and it's Klay. The answer is Klay to everything. Who's the most fun warrior? Who's the craziest warrior? Tell me a funny story about one of your teammates. It's always Klay. He just has so many thankless jobs for them. A lot of times he's guarding the best player in the other team. He's guarded point guards at some point during every run in the playoffs for them. And just a great guy to have on your team. It's hard to imagine the Warriors without him. I think at some point maybe the salary cap will dictate they can't keep all 4 of these guys, and Klay is always the logical candidate to, you trade him, you turn him into 2 cheaper, younger pieces. But I
hate to see him leave there.
Well, and leave Curry, because the thing with him and Curry together, it's been such a unique combo to have 2 of the best 3 shooters in the league on the same team.
Yes.
Their stats now together are starting to just crush everything. Like, they've made more threes than any other player in the playoff
Isn't that
history.
amazing? Oh my
They've
gosh.
made, 600, 700 threes a year, and they're just doing things together that we've never seen. I hope they stay together.
Me too. And here are the Warriors now, following the bucket by the Hornets. Sinks the triple. Durant's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
This is where Durant feasts. I mean, he can let it fly, and he has confidence.
Batum against Thompson. Walker. Great D that time from Curry.
No flow to their offense at all yet. I mean, just 1 for 5 from the floor to start the game.
There's the 3. Here's Cousins. Hornets with the rebound. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Now we go to David Aldridge, who spoke with James Borrego. David.
Well, Kevin, he didn't outright say he was satisfied with his defense, but he did say that offense was important tonight. He told me numbers 1, 2, and 3 on our list are getting good movement, good looks, and making some shots. That's our focus. We'll see if they can make that happen tonight. Kevin, back to you.
All right, thanks for the report, David. So it's all about getting their offense going early on.
And I think that's the right call, guys. Get that rhythm established at the offensive end as soon as possible.
Oh, yeah, I agree, because they have to be the team that dictates the style of play in this game. I mean, they'll be much better off in a shootout instead of a slugfest.
The Warriors shooting their first free throw of the game.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
And that one falls for DeMarcus Cousins.
Oh, the combination of size and strength, it makes Cousins a tough cover. I mean, overpowering.
Outside, Walker. Back to Batum. Outside, Walker. over Durant. Walker's shot is off.
The defense is doing just enough to bother him on the jumper.
Bill, the way that super teams are being put together right now, good or bad for the league?
I'm confused. I have been watching this league since I was a kid. We've always had super teams. There's never been an era where we didn't. What do people think the Jordan era Bulls were, and what do they think the Shaq, Kobe Lakers were? This is how the league is. I think what bothers people this time around specifically is that the Warriors won 73 games and they added Kevin Durant. Now, I get it. I get why it bothers people. On the other hand, your job as a franchise is to tilt the competitive advantage in any way you can toward your favor. They did a great job building their team. They did a great job building enough cap space for this year that everybody knew was coming, the summer of 2016. We knew the cap was going to jump. And they played it perfectly, and they got Kevin Durant out of it. He played it perfectly, too. He was on a team. He wasn't going to win the title in OKC. He wasn't going to win the title playing with Westbrook. Not to sound like a Durant apologist, but he wants to win a title and beat LeBron James. If you're going to do that, you're going to try to get on the best possible team you can.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
Yeah, you know, some of it's shot selection, some just bad luck, and they just can't get anything going.
Well, this is the dilemma as a coach. You wonder, do I need to call a timeout here? Do I need to settle these guys down? Should I let them play through it?
Let's check out the leaders in field goal percentage as a team. The Warriors, number 1.
Just tremendously disciplined offensively, always looking for the best possible shot. That's how they've gotten that field goal percentage to skyrocket.
Ball's knocked loose. Here's Batum, and Batum throws it down.
And Batum is so skilled at finishing off these dunks. His vertical is just astounding.
Curry kicks to Cousins. Back to Curry. Outside, Green. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And Durant gets it to go.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Walker the pass to Zeller. Back to Walker. With the teardrop. No good on the shot. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Last time they met was in Charlotte, where they beat the Hornets.
And the last time they faced this club, rebounding was their big advantage. This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Bill, since they drafted Steph Curry, the Warriors' fortunes have really changed. Would you call him the most important pick in the history of that franchise?
I would veer it a different way. I think it's one of the most important missed picks
of other teams
in the history of the NBA, because for 2 reasons. One, because the Timberwolves had the 2 picks right before and passed them both times.
2 guards, right?
And took 2 point guards. Neither of whom was named Stephen Curry. So that was amazing. The pick after him was the New York Knicks. And if he had gone there, you could make a case that, you know, he saves the Knicks. Or you could make the case that maybe he gets hurt wherever he goes. This is somebody that had really, really bad ankle injuries and was lucky enough to be in an organization in Silicon Valley where he got the right kind of treatment and thought about these new wave ways to treat his ankles. He relearned how he ran.
Core was strengthened.
He strengthened his core and basically took pressure off his ankles, where if he'd come up in the 1980s, maybe he plays 5 years and he's out of the league. And my point is, if he goes to the Timberwolves or goes to the Knicks, he probably gets hurt, and we probably know Stephen Curry is the guy who got hot on Davidson for 2 years.
And a bust in the NBA, right?
Yeah, or not a bust, or like a what-if guy. Like, oh, man, it's too bad that guy got hurt. And instead he goes to the Warriors. So
well said.
Really a great what-if pick. He has so many bad what-ifs, and this was the perfect what-if.
Both free throws good from Cousins. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Charlotte. It's a 10-point game. And there's the pass to Lamb. Over in the corner, Williams. And the 3 off target. Warriors have gone 7 of 12 from the field here in the first quarter. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
Starting to surge here, and we're only in the first quarter.
And it's happening at both ends, trying to end this thing before it begins.
Now, here's Biyombo. And here we go. Fast break. Curry's got it. Here's Green. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. Green's got his first bucket in this one. Looking at the last game for Charlotte, it was a loss to the Lakers in Los Angeles. Lamb finds Williams. Walker with it. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around. Bill, one shot to win a game. You can pick any player. Who's going to take that shot for you?
Kevin Durant. I think he has the most ways to get a good shot off. I always look at it as, is it a quality shot to get off? So he can post the smaller guy up. He can shoot a three. He's got the pull-up hezzy jumper, as he calls it. He can go to the lane and pump fake and do a little drop step. And I just think he has the most moves. Some people would say LeBron, but am I getting regular season LeBron or playoff LeBron?
Playoff LeBron.
Playoff LeBron would be my number one choice.
He'd be pretty good.
Yeah, he'd be pretty good.
Yeah.
Regular season LeBron, I'm not as enthused about.
Talking about last-second shot instincts, Bill, you mentioned LeBron, KD. What about Curry? Where does Curry rank in that conversation?
Curry's good.
Top five?
You can guard Curry in those one-on-one situations with the right people. I'm not saying you're going to stop him, but, you know, you put a taller guy on him. And Curry, to me, Curry is the greatest not in the offense score I've ever seen in my life, where he can get 32 and hit 10 threes and wasn't really involved in the game. Just, you forget about it from one play, and all of a sudden he's in the corner and they're setting him up, or he's running off the screen. It's a lot, almost like what Reggie Miller and Ray Allen were able to do, where, yeah, you run them off screens and you tire the guys out and you kind of hope the defense forgets they're out there. But he's not a conventional get-out-of-my-way guys. I'm going to get to the rim.
Absolutely.
Score like someone like Donovan Mitchell is.
The Warriors, another fast break opportunity here. Thompson outside. He kicks it to Iguodala. Cousins dishes to Iguodala. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it fly from 18. Again, Golden State.
Yeah, it's been about the fast break. Been real kind to him here early, and they are clicking in transition.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That's his first foul. Some changes for Golden State. Kevon Looney is checked in for Cousins, and it's Livingston in for Steph Curry. And so here's Charlotte. They trail by 18. Parker kicks to Lamb. Clock at 2. There's Parker with the 3. It's rebounded by Golden State. Bill, several of your books have been bestsellers. How did it feel to see your work so well received around the world?
I think I was really happy that the basketball book did well, because I spent a long time writing it, and it was 700 pages. And when it got mailed to me, it was so big, I thought people would just be terrified of it. And, you know, it turns out,
they embraced the
yeah,
size.
I think they did. They liked it. I designed it for people to be able to put on their toilet or bring on an airplane or whatever they wanted to do with it. But I was always amazed that there wasn't a basketball book that tried to kind of group all these other books and some of the opinions and all the misinformation. Like the fact that, honestly, the reason I wanted to write the book was just that people thought Will Chamberlain was better than Bill Russell. And yet every single thing written in the 60s was that Bill Russell was better. And all the players would say Bill Russell was better. And when they played together, Bill Russell's team won. So it's like, how do we get to the point where people think Will Chamberlain was better? So it was that and some other stuff that made me want to write the book.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Pass to Lamb. Now, here's Monk. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. No good from 11 feet. Here's Livingston trying to find Green. He's got it now. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston. 8 points for Draymond Green.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
Here's Monk. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot especially inside. He's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Now here's Iguodala. 14 points from him the last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. Livingston, no luck. Hornets trail by 18. Lamb passes to Monk. Kicks it to Kid Gilchrist. Charlotte moving it around. Now here's Lamb. He's covered by Livingston. Lamb, good.
Masterful touch from Lamb right there. I mean, floaters are difficult, but there he makes it look easy.
Livingston with it. He's picked up by Parker. Livingston finds Green. That shot off the mark. Now Charlotte takes it the other way. Parker right side to the middle. Biombo, no luck.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Cook, the pass to Livingston. There's 37 seconds left in the first quarter. And the Warriors miss again. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for Charlotte. It's a 16-point game. Down low, and it's Biombo with the jam.
Extraordinary work from Parker to find his teammate for the open basket. His passing is just phenomenal.
Now here's Livingston, covered by Parker. Livingston kicks to Iguodala. Over Lamb. Drilled it right as the clock hit all zeros.
Wow, what a clutch shot. He's got nerves of steel.
Woo! And guts to match. That's how you rise to the occasion, fellas.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors. With a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up, they're ahead 16 points. They've been putting on a clinic in the paint. Shots are falling with regularity, and they are pounding it down low. We'll get right back to the action when we return. One of the most talented big men in the game, DeMarcus Cousins, talked about his maturation over time.
I've been a player that thought he knew it all. Thought he was the best thing walking, and you know, I think I've humbled myself a lot since then. So, of course, my game has grown, my knowledge of the game has grown, my IQ, but it's just the typical thing from a rookie to, you know, a veteran.
And you know, Greg, you see it on the floor now when Cousins keeps his emotions in check. He's a force on the floor.
And Kevin, that's the key. When he's focused on the game and not the refs, he is almost unstoppable.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And for the Warriors, this has been the game they wanted to have.
Listen, early on taking the league, I just like their approach offensively.
Yeah, right. Only the first quarter. Don't over-panic, but it seems like their strategy is working. We'll see if the other side can counter.
And Charlotte looking at who they've got. Parker and Monk, that's their backcourt. Kaminsky out there with Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. And it's Lamb in at the small forward. And he makes the first. Bill, you've done quite a few player interviews over your life, and I'm sure there are some guys that have surprised you with what they've got to say.
Yeah. I think we're in a really cool generation with basketball players where they're these really thoughtful guys who aren't afraid to share stuff. You know, some of the guys try to protect their images and their kind of their manufactured reputations, I would say, to some degree. But for the most part, the candidness of some of these guys, you can't hide on a podcast. Mm-hmm. If I have you for an hour, you're not going to be able to dodge stuff. You're going to have to talk.
Well, you challenge people, which is that's the beauty of the podcast.
Well, and I don't have notes, so I do it. I'm looking at you, you're looking at me, and we're going. And
that's
you got to be ready.
That's how Larry King used to do it. Yeah.
So some guys are ready. Like Durant was great. Durant was ready to talk, and we did 5 podcasts, and everything's on the table with him. But my favorites are, somebody like Kyrie came in, really smart, kind of sort of ready to go, but not totally, but then got into it. And those are usually the best ones.
Gentlemen, 2 shots. Roof shots.
And the first one at the line is good. I want to get back to what we were chatting about, Bill, with how today's NBA players are so media ready, whether it be interviews or social media. Your take is really interesting.
I think in general, all these guys, the guys now are so used to talking to people and being in front of people, and they're not surprised by questions, and they know how to handle themselves. They know how to not get in trouble, and they're comfortable.
Plus, they've kind of grown up with you, though, too. You know what? You've been relevant for many years.
Well,
they've grown up with your stuff.
To be honest, a lot of them just know me as the white guy on NBA Countdown. They might not have read me, but they remember like that year I was with Jalen Rose. But what's weird is
I think you'd be surprised.
Well, you know this too. When you're on TV, the credibility you get from being on TV, I wasn't prepared for within the NBA.
Oh, really?
I think that's true, yeah. I think it's like, oh, he's on TV, he's okay. And maybe they don't agree with you all the time, but you've passed some imaginary checkpoint with those guys.
Well, you may think that TV was your validation. This is going to be your validation.
Oh, 100%.
2K. This is it. I'm stamping you right now.
This is better than winning a Pulitzer Prize.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kemba Walker helped lead UConn to a national title, but it took some time to hit his stride at the NBA level. He finally became an all-star, but his team is rebuilding in Charlotte. Mitch Kupchak is the new general manager, and James Borrego is the new head coach. Guys?
A terrific player, DA, for sure. Thanks. That one goes. Count it. Bill, we know about the love affair you have with the NBA, and you've written about it for so long. Started with the $4 ticket in Boston with your dad.
Yeah, my dad bought season tickets for the 1973-74 Boston Celtics, and it was only one ticket. And I think it was $4 a game, probably like $160 total. And he used to carry me in mainly because they didn't want to pay for a babysitter. So I started going to games that year, probably sleeping through a lot of them. And they won the title.
How old were you in 72?
So I was 4.
4 years old.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't remember anything from that season. The first season I remember is the year later when they lost before the finals to Washington. And then the year later they won the famous finals against Phoenix, the triple overtime game. I was there.
Was Cowens on that team?
Cowens, Havlicek, JoJo White.
Yep.
And I was at the triple overtime game in the 76 finals. It was probably the most famous NBA game ever. The kids out there now would nominate like Game 7, 2016 or something, but triple overtime game was the most famous game ever. And I slept through the entire second half and the first overtime.
Oh, no.
But then woke up because everybody was standing the whole second overtime, so I had to get up.
Some changes for Charlotte. Bridges, he's checked in for Kid Gilchrist. Batum comes in for Monk. And it's Kemba Walker in for Parker. Now here's Kaminsky. He's coming off a 13-point game against the Lakers in Los Angeles. Batum for 3. And it's Curry with the rebound. Warriors leading by 15. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play.
Look at the big fella working on that possession. He knows how to fend guys off and get those rebounds.
Now here's Batum, guarded closer. High arcing shot. No basket with that shot. Having trouble finding his range. He's 1 for 5. And again, it's the Warriors missing. Hornets trail by 15. To the left wing from deep. Walker. That one's in. Only his 4th make against 9 total shots. Bill, your long-lost cousin Ben Simmons headlined a tremendous rookie class in 2017. And in fact, people might think it's the best rookie season ever in the history of the league.
A lot of good players. Hey, Simmons, Mitchell, Tatum. Do we count Simmons in that class, though? I guess
since he won the Rookie of the Year, let's put him in there.
All right, we'll put him in there.
Technically.
I think if you come out of a year of rookies and you get one guy who has a chance to be a franchise guy, that's a good thing. We had 3. If you're doing 3 a year for 10 years, you have the most ridiculous league of all time. I think the talent ebbs and flows, and we've had stretches. Like, I think last decade, in the 2000s, especially like from about 03 to 07, 08, like we were just short all-stars. We were just short a few guys, and you saw teams like the Nets with Jason Kidd made the finals 2 years in a row, and you saw the Ben Wallace Pistons team actually win the title.
With no superstars.
Right. And you saw, in 06, the Pistons, remember they were on pace to win 70 games, and they had 4 All-Stars? The league just wasn't that good, and now it's flipped, and it's so loaded. I think from a talent standpoint, as good as any year since 1993.
Wow, that's a big statement.
Yeah, which 25 years ago, we're just loaded with guys who could be Hall of Famers someday, or 8-time All-Stars, things like that. So now you look at this 17 class, and Simmons, Mitchell, Tatum, just right there. That's awesome. I still believe in Lonzo, and I still believe in De'Aaron Fox. I think those guys can be All-Stars too.
You can just see the passion and love with which he plays the game. You see how he prepares, the work ethic, the way he interacts with his teammates. And when he hits the floor, it's all about the game. And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
The Hornets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
And he knocks down the first one.
Well, that is because Batum is one of the most versatile players in the league. His ability to score from any spot, pass, rebound, and defend, that's what makes him so unique and important.
And both free throws good for Nicholas Batum.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the West is stacking up. Taking a look at Denver. Very strong season they've had, always at or near the top of the conference. And right now they're in first place in contention for that, exactly where they want to be as they close in on the postseason. And, of course, Golden State tied in first place with them.
And, well, for the Warriors, as talented a team as they are, has performed at a very high level this season. Everything's gone according to plan up to this point.
Yeah, Greg, already the focus has started to turn to the postseason and what they need to do to make a run at the championship.
Here's Batum following the basket by Stephen Curry. And Batum kicks to Walker. Launches a three. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Their stroke has not been what they needed it to be, but looks like they're going to keep going to him.
And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. Durant's got 12 in the game. Hornets trail by 16. Outside Williams. Back to Walker. Poke loose. He dishes it to Zeller. Here's Bridges. No good on the triple. And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Golden State Warriors. They led the game at 1 point by 20. And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul. Out to Thompson. Lets it go from deep. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant. Durant's got his 5th assist in this one.
Good recognition from Durant. He's a talented passer.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
That's tipped. It's stolen by Jerebko. Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
Thompson uses quick recognition and a natural feel for the game to beat people up in transition.
Hornets trail by 21. Outside, Walker. Over Urebko. Walker's shot is off.
Oh, just incredible, that spin. Shook him loose from the defender, but he just couldn't gather his balance there to follow through with the shot.
Will it go? And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And now a quick review at the numbers for Stephen Curry. He's putting up about 28 points a game, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. What incredible numbers. He has been a beast.
Yeah, impossible to check right now. When he's on a roll like this, there's not much you can do to stop him.
That's good from Kemba Walker.
Didn't have a free throw in the first quarter, but you can see he's starting to play with more energy now. He has a tougher attitude.
Draymond Green, he's checked in for Urebko. And so Walker nails both of them.
And the speed of Walker, I mean, it's sensational. He can switch gears and an active player on both ends.
Curry finds Durant. Back to Curry for 3. And another 3 for Golden State.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Now here's Batum. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game. Bounce pass from Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Charlotte no good that time either. Warriors leading by 22. Durant deciding where to go with it. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession. And now you look at the top rookie rebounders in the season's second half. Number 5 is Miles Bridges.
Well, he continues to improve. I mean, since the break, he's taken it to another level, looking less and less like a rookie every day.
Charlotte's gotten cold from deep in the second quarter, just 2 of 6 from long range. Zeller passes to Williams, and he hits the jump shot. Williams has got 6.
Well, it's all about a rhythm for a player like Williams. He's effective at shooting right off the pass.
Walker against Curry. And Cousins kicks to Curry. The 3 ball bangs home the trifecta. Curry's got a couple of 3-pointers in the second for the Warriors.
This score will be very different without his offense. He's been terrific.
Knocked away. And here we go. Cousins heading to the hoop. And then Cousins with the dunk.
And what about the quick hands of Cousins? Sure, he's an offensive juggernaut, but he also keeps his eyes open for steals as well.
Walker with it. And Curry picks him up defensively. And Walker kicks to Bridges. Connects from 3-point range. Bridges has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Curry against Walker. Curry finds Thompson. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Batum passes to Zeller. The kick out to Williams. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
It's his shooting that's kept them out of an even deeper hole.
Warriors leading by 20. Outside Durant. Pass to Thompson. Shoots over Batum. Thompson misses. Charlotte's gone for the 3-pointers 7 times here in the second and been successful 3 times. Got that one up quick. Bridges has got 5 points now in the quarter.
And you like the sharp passing from Williams, a long, tall player who scans the floor.
Now here's Durant. 23 points for him the last game against Minnesota. Thompson for the triple. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant. 12 points for him.
He played a very solid first quarter, and now he's taking it up a notch here in the second.
Walker with it, and Curry picks him up defensively, and Walker kicks to Batum. And Charlotte again with the bucket.
And you can't leave guys open around Walker, I'll tell you that. He sees when the defense is overcommitted.
Bill, what a pleasure to have you with us. Great as always to hear your thoughts, your commentary. I hope you join us again soon.
I'd love it. Anytime, Kevin. Tell me.
Thank you. And Greg, a lot of great sports writers out there, also great commentators. And then there's Bill Simmons. He's kind of carved out his own category.
You know, Bill once said he will never write a traditional sports column, and he stayed true to that. He writes from the viewpoint of the passionate sports fan and brings that to his commentary as well.
Curry can't get it to go. And it's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for the Charlotte Hornets, trailing by 19. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing the last matchup with the Lakers.
Yeah, and in a hostile environment, they did not rise to the occasion, especially on the defensive side.
Yeah, they allow way too many easy buckets. I thought they lacked toughness and energy all night.
And here's Batum after the three-pointer from Stephen Curry. From 12 feet out, lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. And that's 15 points for Walker.
Oh, with this shot area quickness, Walker can usually carve out space from mid-range.
Cousins. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Zeller's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Williams. And it's Williams with the jam.
And the size Williams has allows him to rise up for these type of dunks. A terrific athlete.
Walker against Curry. Pass to Durant. Shoots over Bridges. And he overshot that one, missing. It's been all about Stephen Curry for the Golden State Warriors. He witnessed him delivering a series of three-pointers as he notched 3 total in the quarter. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Alongside Steve Kerr and Coach, what is the offensive approach going to be in the second half?
Well, we just have to do what we do, move the ball and wear them down with our ball movement, our cutting, and our spacing, and set better screens, all the usual stuff.
Yeah, it always seems to work out for you in the long run. Thanks, Steve. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. So far, a pretty lopsided game, but still 1 half to play. I'm Ernie Johnson, joined by Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. The first half was all about Stephen Curry. He ended up with 22 points, 4 assists, and 5 rebounds. Coming off a great performance last game, tonight he looked like he had that same aggressive mindset. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, Ernie, Steph Curry, he's still redefining the point guard position. To call him a shoot first or a pass first doesn't do him justice. He makes great decisions on the fly. Tremendous creator and ability to improvise. And we saw all of that in the first half.
And big fella, your thoughts on the Hornets?
Well, you live by the 3 and you die by the 3. And today, Ernie, they're dying. And as cold as they've been behind the arc, they keep firing from deep. What are you doing? I know they got a lot of ground to make up, but they can't continue with this game plan. Not working.
Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Curry has been sensational.
Yeah, what a shot in the arm he gave them in that first half. The 3-ball just kept falling.
Well, and credit Coach for repeatedly calling his number, because if it ain't broke, don't mess with it. Yeah, another first-year head coach who came up through the ranks as an assistant. James Borrego had been an interim head coach for the Magic in 2015, but he was quickly told that the permanent job would not be his.
And it's all 5 All-Stars out there for the Warriors. Curry, Clay, Durant, Green, and Cousins. So that's the group out there for Golden State.
Well, there you see there. This is what Walker's built to do. Score the basketball. He's having a terrific night.
And then Durant with the dunk.
He does all the little things. I mean, he does the big things. I mean, he's got them in front with another outstanding performance.
And talking about Borrego leaving Orlando, and in some ways turned out to be a blessing.
You're right, Kevin. I mean, he spent the next few years in San Antonio as an assistant to Popovich. His second stint as an assistant with the Spurs. The first time around, though, he was part of a two-time championship team. This man has winning in his genes.
And I would not be surprised to see them double him up here.
The Warriors shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. And the dunk is always the king of the highlight reel. We know it comes easy if you're 6'10" or bigger, but Chris, there are little guys who can get up there and slam it down hard too.
I'll tell you what, Westbrook absolutely scares me when he dunks the ball, because Westbrook thinks he's 7 foot tall and tries to dunk like it every time. So I love watching him attack the rim. How about Dennis Smith Jr.? His miss in the dunk contest last year was one of the most exciting dunks I've seen in a long time.
It was.
Eric Bledsoe, Terry Rozier. I mean, these guys, they attack the rim fearlessly, and they're going to posterize you if you're a big fella and sleeping on their hops.
Just 2 to shoot. And that one hits back iron.
That's their first shot of the half that hasn't found their mark. It's been a good start for them.
Here's Walker, and the rejection by Curry.
Oh, look at that. You see, that shows what kind of athlete Curry is. His quickness to the ball. Get that shot out of here.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
And here's Batum after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Left side, Batum. It's stolen by Green. From deep. That shot is off. Charlotte has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. And Batum kicks to Walker. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Hornets call time here. Draymond Green at 6'7", seen as undersized coming out of Michigan State, but his 7'1" wingspan goes a long way.
Yeah, it goes a long way, along with working out and working hard as he does. I mean, he's averaged over a block a game for his career. You know, combined with his low center of gravity, it enables him to defend much bigger players, but also get on the wing and defend some guards.
Right now, let's check out the standings in the Eastern Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. You look at the Bucks. They've got their eye on the #1 seed as the season moves into the final stretch. Currently first place in the standings, and guys showing no signs of letting up. And, of course, Charlotte, quite a few spots down the ladder right now.
And checking out Charlotte, hanging where they are, right in the middle of the standings, will not make things easy for them down the stretch.
Give them credit. They got some really good pieces in place. The road ahead it's going to be tough, of course, but I think they're in better shape than a lot of other teams.
Now, here's Cousins. He has 7. Golden State moving it around. No one near Curry as he lets it go. Off target from three-point range. Walker looking for an opening. Launches it. And the three ball is good. Walker's got 20 points.
Oh, such a skilled sniper from deep. I love seeing Walker pull the trigger with confidence.
Chalk up 2 there.
I'm sorry, that's poor defense down low again. It's been a mismatch thus far in the paint.
And the pass to Zeller. Dishes it to Batum. And stolen by Cousins. On the wing, Thompson. That 3 off the mark.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Bridges against Durant. And here's Walker outside. And another three for Charlotte.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Warriors leading by 20. Curry with it. He's got 22. Thompson up top, defended by Batum. And it's Green missing. And so it's Williams who brings it up for Charlotte. Pass to Walker. Zeller with it, guarded now by DeMarcus Cousins. Williams for three. And Curry pulls it down. Curry's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Thompson for three. And the Warriors miss again. Hornets trail by 20. Here's Bridges. And the three ball is good. Bridges has got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Hornets.
Just a proven threat from beyond, and Bridges has a good feel for when to fire him from there.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. Coach Kerr always focused on, Chris, what he calls the possession game. Turnovers and offensive rebounds.
Yeah, Kevin, when you think about it, for the Warriors, it's hard to believe, but they love making turnovers. And Coach, he's trying to control them giving extra possessions to the team. Because when they do that, their defense and shot making still usually win out.
Now here's Iguodala, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Pass to Jerebko, 5 to shoot. That falls. Nice feed that time from Andre Iguodala. Jerebko's got 5 now.
A player with this length and his touch from three-point range, I mean, that's just a great asset to have.
Parker passes to Kaminsky. Parker's shot is off.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Looney kicks to Jerebko. Livingston dishes to Jerebko. Passes it to Iguodala. That shot, no good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Parker with a clean look. It's hauled in by Andre Iguodala.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Throws it down despite the man right in his face. A chance here for a three-point play.
Look, he may not be thought of as big for a center, but with his ability to go vertical, he sure plays big.
The Warriors have hit most of their free throws tonight, 5 of 6.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for, around 80% on the season.
Here's what Charlotte's going with right now. Biyombo is checked in for Williams. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Bridges. And Monks subbed in for Walker. And that one misses. NBA offenses have always been complex, and they always are evolving, but C-Web, the movement and precision now seems to be at another level. Would you agree?
You know what, Kev, I disagree a little bit with that. You know, having played in different teams with some complex offenses, it's still all the basics. You still have the old flex offense, and that's nothing but what Utah, Karl Malone and John Stockton used some 20 years ago. You still have triangle principles, which is what Jordan and Pippen used some 20, 25 years ago. And if you really want to go back to the Bob Cousy days when he played with Bill Russell, you still have a lot of throwing it into the post and cutting off of it. I think the players have evolved and the players' skill sets are better. But as far as offensive sets, I don't see that much has changed, except how do you execute them, and can you execute them with having the right position players with the correct skill set on the floor at the time that you're calling the play.
I love your honest appraisal. Now, here's Parker after the miss from Andre Iguodala. Parker kicks to Biyombo. The pass to Lamb. Parker drives in over Jerebko and misses it off the right side of the rim.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know if he can just break through this cold streak, he can give you what you need.
Now here's Iguodala. Back to Jerebko. Iguodala outside. No good from outside.
Oh, it's a confidence shaker when you can't hit a wide open three like that.
Parker finds Biyombo. Fades and shoots. Warriors with the rebound. Jerebko's got 6 rebounds in the game. Over in the corner, Livingston. Golden State moving the ball around. Pass to Looney. Jerebko dishes to Cook. Good D by Parker. And it's Parker with the ball, bringing it up for Charlotte. And Lamb kicks to Parker. Pass to Lamb. Back to Parker. Inside. They could use a bucket. And Lamb with the basket on the assist by Parker. 10 points for Lamb.
Standing just over 6'5" with a 6'11" wingspan. Yeah, Lamb can be a difficult guard to defend when he sneaks inside.
Iguodala lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Look at this. I like this. Team basketball. Keeping the ball moving till they find the right shot.
Passes it to Monk for 3. And it's Looney with the rebound. Looney's got 6 rebounds in the game. Livingston looking for the opening. And Jerebko has it in the corner. No good from outside. Charlotte's gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. Out of bounds, Golden State takes possession.
Let's take a quick look now at some stats for Lamb. He's had an impressive second half of the season. He's around 14 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And guys, he's making winning plays. It's as simple as that. Not a star player per se, but he makes his presence felt.
Well, yeah, lately he's been overachieving a little bit. Hopefully this is a sign of greater things to come.
Now here's Iguodala. Back to Cook. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. All right, we've got a bit of a break now, so here's a look at the league's top scoring teams. Second, the Warriors.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
And the first one drops. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist is checked in for Charlotte. He's off on the second.
Yeah, you know, Coach Steve Kerr may seem to have a laid-back demeanor, but knowing him personally, I tell you what, he's fiery. He's intense, and he wants to win. When tempers flare, don't be surprised to see him smashing clipboards and letting loose on the sideline.
Here's Lamb. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And playing for the Bulls, Kerr famously got into a fight with a teammate, Michael Jordan.
Yeah, he has that competitive spirit, that edge you need to succeed in this game. Great people skills, sure. He's not a pushover.
Now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
First free throw is good. One thing that's added a little pressure to Lamb's development, Chris, his link to James Harden.
Well, yeah, maybe the most important trade piece received back from Harden. I mean, it's taken Lamb a while to develop. He's coming around, though, but Harden, of course, I mean, he's perennial MVP candidate.
Steph Curry's checked in for Quinn Cook. He's perfect from the line this time.
Now, after that great college tournament we all remember Jeremy Lamb performing in, Lamb was drafted 12th overall by the Rockets, but his career had a bit of a seesaw for a while.
Now, here's Jerebko. 5 points in the game. Now, go. Here's Livingston. Not a lot of room. Yep, that one goes. 1:44 left in the third quarter. And Lamb kicks to Monk. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Golden State.
Still looking to get into a groove this quarter.
To the inside. It's stolen by Monk. To the middle. Kid Gilchrist, the pass to Biyombo. Now here's Kaminsky. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Kaminsky's got himself on the board with three there.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Livingston kicks to Jerebko. Iguodala left side. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
The pass to Monk. 46 seconds left in the third quarter. Shot clock at 6. Here's Kaminsky. And another three for Charlotte.
Most effective when he gets his feet set. Kaminsky can be lethal on the catch and shoot.
Warriors leading by 17. Now Livingston. Outside Curry. The tray. Hornets with the rebound. Kaminsky's got 5 rebounds tonight. Now here's Monk, guarded by Curry. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Tipped away. Monk kicks to Kid Gilchrist. And another three for Charlotte.
I like how confident Kid Gilchrist looks behind that arc, launching that triple with his unorthodox shooting form.
Got it!
No.
Got it! What a
Come
shot!
on, no way.
Wow, what a miracle heave to finish off the quarter. How'd he get that one to go?
Blind luck, Greg. I mean, he lets it fly and bang, right on target.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors, out in front by 17 points at the end of the quarter. They've had such great ball movement and shot selection, and it's led to a terrific field goal percentage. And we'll be back with you shortly. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
How about the unselfishness? Night in and night out, we see guys trying to force their own agenda. Not that time.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And Charlotte, looking at who they've got. Walker and Monk are the guard tandem. Jeremy Lamb out there with Michael Kidd Gilchrist. And it's Zeller in at the 5. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. On defense, Golden State. They lead by 17. In the corner, it's Monk. Shot clock at 5. Charlotte needs to get a shot up. Shot by Zeller, no good. And so it's Durant with it. He'll bring it up for Golden State. Curry's shot is off. And here is Lamb. Zeller up top to the inside. It's stolen by Green. He kicks it to Curry. Outside Durant. Over Lamb. Durant. That's good. Durant's got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for the Warriors. Pass to Monk, and the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
He committed just one turnover in the first half, but now seems like they just keep on coming. He got to get a handle on that ball.
Marvin Williams has checked in for Monk. Warriors leading by 19. Curry looking it over. They double team Curry. And stolen by Williams. Walker against Curry. They get a hand on it. Williams finds Lamb. The kick out to Williams. The three-pointer, no good. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
Some very slack defending, playing with fire to leave him that open beyond the arc.
Buries it down low.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Now here's Curry. Kicks it to Thompson. Cousins with it. He's picked up by Lamb. A shot by Curry, no good. Hornets trail by 17. Down low, here's Zeller, and the rejection by Cousins.
And the defense of Cousins making his presence known with the quick leaping ability which he uses to block shots.
The shot by Thompson, no good.
That's how you protect the rim. Stand your ground and make him alter his release.
Back to Walker. The three. The shot, no good. And Golden State will come the other way. Earlier in the game, they held a 25-point lead. Thompson misses. Charlotte has gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. And finished off by Williams.
That's the awareness that Kid Gilchrist has out there. Excellent at knowing where the open man is.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. Charlotte making a switch here. Batum's checked in. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, guys, I was able to catch the message Steve Kerr gave to his team. He told them, I don't want us to be satisfied yet. We can congratulate ourselves later, after we win. Right now, we have to close this one out. He doesn't seem to think this one's over yet, Kevin.
Okay, David, thanks.
Well, that's just a lack of communication. Two guys just not on the same page.
Bridges, he's checked in for the Hornets. Hornets trail by 15. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Walker against Curry. And Walker kicks to Bridges. From outside, off the mark. Warriors leading by 15. Curry outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Curry's got 28 points for the game.
He has got to do something to take away his three-point shots. He's been knocking them down all night.
Walker with it. Now Green defending. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Kemba Walker continuing the fine tradition of New York point guards. He should not go unmentioned when you talk about the NBA's best ball handlers.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one. And without a doubt, Kemba Walker, one of the league's most entertaining players.
And enlisted at 6'1", and that might be a stretch, but he uses it to his advantage, staying low and almost dancing when he's out there attacking defenders.
And he sinks the second. When it comes to playing the role of villain in the eyes of many NBA fans, you know, you've got LeBron going to Miami, Durant leaving OKC, going to Golden State. C-Webb is having someone to root against good for the league. It seems to build some passion in sports for sure.
I mean, there can never be a hero without a villain, even if that villain is temporary for one season. So one of the great things about the NBA is that our offseason, normally is just as exciting
I know.
as the main season because of the trades and who's going where and the changing of allegiances, of alliances. I mean, so I definitely love all the movement. And, you know, the great thing is you're never going to agree with what any player does 100% the whole time. So I love seeing the changes in the league and having someone to root against. I think it's good for the fan soul to have somebody that you can honestly root against.
That's fun.
Well, one thing you love about Klay Thompson is he's just cool and calm. I mean, he stays in his own lane. Steve Kerr says he's not low maintenance, but he's no maintenance. He plays hard at both ends. He just wants to win, and then he goes home and walks his bulldog Rocco. Well, the Bulldogs, you can't really walk them that much. I wonder if he's picking them. I mean, that's about it.
And so Thompson nails both of them. And you look at Klay, not a care in the world.
Well, he's smooth. He has a carefree attitude. It helps in the locker room. I think it also helps him as a smooth shooter. I mean, even if he misses a couple, he's not thinking about it. He just keeps shooting.
And the rejection by Curry. They retain possession. Back to Zeller. Right side to Walker. Zeller dishes to Batum. 4 on the clock. Over Durant. Charlotte again missing. And stolen by Zeller. Williams with a clean look. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Golden State Warriors. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter.
Well, I love how he used his strength that time to get a shot up. A powerful player who continues to get better.
And Draymond Green, an extremely vocal leader. He's in his teammates' ears, always trying to keep them on edge, also in his opponents' ears as well. And then there's the officials. He tends to like to get in their ears as well.
And Draymond Green, Greg, has been among the league leader in technicals. If you're one of his teammates or his coach, do you try to get him to dial it back?
You know, his greatest strength can probably also be his greatest weakness. That fire and motivation, really second to none. But I'd be careful not to hamper that enthusiasm.
Here's Thompson, following the basket by Nicholas Batum. Back to Thompson, lets it go with a three. Zeller grabs the board. Zeller's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Curry against Walker. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
You can't shake Walker. He's just a master at cashing in on these and-one opportunities. Oh, man, you talk about making the engine run. Kemba Walker, he's the man. Lightning quick, stronger than he looks. I mean, this man is a competitor.
One shot, gentlemen.
And with Walker, the effort's always there. But, Chris, so is the production.
I mean, he has some of the best handles in the game. He's going to generate offense for you. He's a good bet for 20 or more points a game, 5 to 6 assists, and provides tremendous leadership.
Now here's Curry. 3-pointer. Rebound by Williams.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Batum scanning the floor. There's the dish to Williams. No good on the three.
Look, the more threes he misses, I mean, the more he wants to take. Where they do that at? That's not the right mindset. He is a fantastic athlete for a power forward. Whatever he lacks in height, he makes up for with hops.
Walker against Curry. Outside Williams. And once again, off the mark by Charlotte.
He hasn't been able to find any kind of groove this quarter. I mean, it seems like he's been running on fumes since halftime. Well, the defense had nothing to do with that turnover. They're just fortunate. That's just plain sloppy passing.
Curry against Walker. And there's the call on Curry. That's his third foul of the game.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Feeds it to Bridges. Outside, Batum. Zeller up top. He's guarded by Cousins.
Pretty early to be over the limit. That foul situation is something we want to keep an eye on.
You know, watching Miles Bridges, he just brings so much energy to the team.
High motor guy, very aggressive. You know, a bit of a tweener, which in a positionless world could be a good thing.
Take a break.
Explosive,
Take a break.
strong, athletic. I think his best basketball is ahead of him.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, and the confidence Bridges plays with, really admirable. This guy knows he has the talent to compete in the NBA.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Warriors leading by 18. It's Curry outside. It's good from long range. Curry's got 6 here in this quarter.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Batum against Thompson. Takes the 13-footer. Williams passes to Zeller. Outside, Batum. 5 on the clock from the arc. The Warriors pull it in. Green's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, newsflash, the league has fallen hard for the three-pointer. Steph Curry, he breaks his own three-point shooting record year after year. No player epitomizes that more than Steph Curry, whether it's highlight-worthy heaves or setting records or winning titles. His long-range mastery has shifted the NBA landscape.
And the first one at the line is good. Chris, I've heard someone say that Steph Curry's success was, to a degree, hurting the game because kids just want to shoot threes now. Do you buy that?
Well, I definitely understand what they meant. They meant that, you know, guys don't want to get the fundamentals, kids being that because they see the highlight of Steph Curry. And I think that's actually a compliment. When I played basketball, I would go right out and dunk. That didn't mean Dominique or Michael Jordan messed the game up, but definitely their dunk overshadowed the basics of the game, and coaches were complaining back then. So that's all that means. You see thousands of kids showing up early to games to watch Steph's ball handling drills. Steph is the best three-point shooter that the NBA has ever seen, and it shifted the dynamic of the NBA. I think, you know, they understand how much work he puts into his overall games, and it's up for coaches at a young age to explain that.
And he can't get the first one. Some call it the Ewing theory, teams that play better without relying on a star player. Chris, how sustainable is that?
It's not sustainable. It's real cute until you have the teams that are focused and want to win come in. And usually that Ewing theory, that's usually like in the 5th week of the season or before All-Star break when teams are figuring out themselves. Once everybody has identified their strengths and their weaknesses, you need that horse to ride. You need that big hoss in there, that guy that's dependable every night. And as long as he's a willing passer, unselfish player, no, you need those guys. I don't believe that teams are better without their main guy. Maybe for short stretches, players can rally, but you look at championship winners. I'm trying to think of one that didn't have a superstar on their roster. I just don't buy into that theory. That's what every team needs, guys getting after it on the offensive board.
Warriors leading by 23. Thompson finds Curry. Another 3 for Golden State.
Boy, this final period, they are putting up a ton of shots from deep.
Stacks on stacks on stacks. They looking to stack up some points. They've gotten into a nice groove from out there.
Drains the three-pointer.
And he's got 12 points from three-point range now. 9 have come in this half alone.
Outside Durant. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Williams has got his 16th rebound on the night. Batum against Thompson. From deep, Walker. And another three for Charlotte.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Curry against Walker. And Cousins kicks to Durant. Golden State moving the ball around. They double team Curry. Durant wide open. He fires. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
On the loose. Durant's been spectacular tonight, showing off the full arsenal.
Charlotte calls timeout. And you think about how the Warriors attracted Kevin Durant to the team and all these all-stars coexisting. It doesn't always work like that, does it?
No, and I give a lot of credit to Steph Curry, a two-time league MVP, but he never lets his ego get the best of him. His good-natured calm and sense of serenity kind of set the tone and maybe balance a bit of what Draymond brings to the locker room.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
And with their spot in the postseason assured, he's picking up just at the right time to be on top of his game. Now here's Walker. He's guarded closely. Each team has one inactive player per night. Would upping that amount, you think, C-Webb, of active players on game day change anything at all?
I don't believe so, because the inactive player we're talking about usually is at the bottom of the roster. And so if you look at the next man up theory, that means that the last guy on the bench at that time, it's his time to get that playing time. So I don't think that the inactive players would change anything, because it's still a team sport, and those guys earn their playing time in practice. And so that guy at the end of the bench is still one of the greatest players in the world and can contribute at any time.
Cook, good. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Walker. Pass to Zeller, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Walker.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it, just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Warriors.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win, a game that not many will soon forget, and on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And for the year now, they'll have 52 wins under their belt.
And in a three-game season series, they take the first two, and certainly they've had the edge in this matchup.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Steph Curry.
Their offense had a great flow to it because of how well he was moving the ball. His assists were way up there, and he kept everybody moving, working to get open.
Now here's Curry after Jeremy Lamb's miss. Curry with it. Clock at 6. Green, no luck.
It doesn't take much to impact his shot. I mean, even at point-blank range.
And Kid Gilchrist kicks to Parker. To the paint. Kid Gilchrist trying to free himself up. And that's good from Bismack Biyombo on the assist by Parker.
And Parker really did a phenomenal job feeding that ball to his teammate for the shot there. His playmaking ability is off the charts.
And the shot goes in.
And giving the fans what they came to see, a spirited performance.
Yeah, with a double-digit lead at this point, they can pretty much mark this one up in the win column.
Durant against Kid Gilchrist. Pass to Kaminsky. Misses off the left iron. So we see the Warriors taking the game here. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
I mean, the energy here is just so tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go, and once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm and flow from their perspective.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much with DeMarcus Cousins. DeMarcus, physical challenge for you guys with another game coming tomorrow. What do you have to do to get ready with the quick turnaround?
Just rest up. It's part of the league. Back-to-back's a part of the league. So rest up and focus in and be ready for tomorrow. That's all I can do.
Hey, Boogie, nice job. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.